Paddling in, pop up, surf, pump out, connect to the next wake. This super simple looking yet amazingly complex structure known as surf foiling has frustrated me a lot. But now after 13 sessions I finally see some light to the end of the tunnel and I thought it's time to share my progress. So to start, my first 3 sessions called Hawaii last year were on a 27 liters Gong board and a Curve XLT. I don't have a background in surfing. My pedal capabilities and my pop-up are both terrible. So 27 liters were too little for me at 85 kilograms, at least I feel like it. And the Curve XLT was way too big. When I managed to get in a wake and a wave, I didn't really manage the pop-up. And the foil started lifting me out of the water immediately, which made it really difficult to get on my feet as I was kind of boogie board foiling when I managed to pedal in. Then the next 2 sessions were somewhere in the Baltic Sea with 1.5 meter waves and 1.5 meters were just way too big, way too much power for the foil, and it was very shallow over there. After Cold Hawaii I realized that I would need a bigger board, so I changed to a Gong Hipe version 2 48 liter 4.8. Which made it so much easier to pedal in, and also I changed the Curve XLT to a Fluid XLS with only 1400 square centimeters, also making it way easier as the foil doesn't lift immediately. You can take your time with the pop-up, and then when you stand, the foil kind of gets the lift, but it doesn't push you out of the water immediately. But then in the Baltic Sea, as it was getting really shallow, really fast, and small waves, which I tend to need for surf foiling, only break when it's kind of not so deep. So the 80 centimeter mast I was using was too long, so for the next sessions I changed down to a 65 centimeter mast, making it way easier. Then the next 3 sessions were in Ericeira at a spot called Pescadores. The problem was it was really crowded, also 1.5 meters, so way too big, way too much power. I got up on foil a couple of times but never really controlled, and only for a maximum of maybe like 3 seconds when I managed to pop up before I went too fast or nosedived or breached or whatever. And then the next sessions, with session number 10, I got the first real moment of success, also in Ericeira in Motocinos. This is a spot which only works if it's not really low tide, because on low tide the reef is super scary, and after 2 sessions at the spot the foil was completely scratched like crazy, and also a bit scary as you couldn't pedal in everywhere, because sometimes there were just big rocks in the way, and I got stuck a few times, which is pretty scary if you're going fast and then just right against the rock, because also if you fall in the water you want to fall in deep water, not like 20 centimeter deep water with a rock beneath. Also one thing where I'm pretty glad that I had a helmet for the whole way. But there it was the first time with waves which were really small and nice and mellow, already broken waves like about a meter high, max a meter, and this made the pop-up and everything so much easier. Still I realized that my pop-up was pretty much trash as I took way too long, and then I started with the front foot and then back foot behind it, so it took way too much time, was really unstable. So I thought I had to further on progress with my pop-up. And then the next 2 sessions were in Baleal, close to Peniche, which is a bit more sheltered than all the spots in Ericeira in Portugal. And there we had 1.2 meter, 1 meter waves, and this was just awesome, as the wave had just the right amount of power to push me, but not so much that it would be kind of scary if it breaks behind you or anything. The right conditions definitely made it so much easier, as it's just super scary to pedal in a wave that's, I don't know, chest high and has a lot of power if you have a foil beneath you, and that's just strange. And with the 1 meter waves it got way easier, so much fun. I finally managed to connect multiple waves, and it's just an amazing feeling, especially after all the frustration with yeah, not a good pop-up, not good surfing skills, and pretty big waves. And overall, if I could give some advice, equipment-wise, a bigger board made it way easier for me. Also, a smaller foil made a huge difference. Then overall, I think pedal training is a good idea, as I was pretty much completely exhausted after 20 minutes pedaling pedaling until you're in the lineup. And I think if you pedal more often, this is going to get way easier. Then training the pop-up on flat ground, as I had no idea how to pop up, and training it a bit made it way faster and better. And overall, even though it's been a pretty frustrating way and I'm not really good at any means by now, the bliss is real. I really love it. The feeling when you get it up going in a wave is just amazing. It's a whole nother story than pump foiling the flat water. And I can't wait to get better.